Hi there. So I'd like to share a website with you that I found, and it works really well for doing research on silverware. So I'm going to jump into this, share my screen, and show you this site I found. You may or may not know about the site, but it's been very helpful to me in identifying silverware that I find metal detecting. So let me jump right into the screen here. The website I'd like to show you today is silverpattern.com. And I recently dug some silverware on a site and I was able to come to this site. I started my search with Google, but I ended up here and I just wanted to share this with you. I was able to identify two pieces that I found in this farm field that I was metal detecting. So without further ado, let's get into the site. The silverpattern.com site is Brewster's Antiques. They're out of Canada and they have a lot of pictures on their site. And I'm going to show you how I identified the first piece of silverware that I found. It was a plated piece. So if you go to the silver plate patterns here, I had to go through each one of these pages from A to Z to find it, but I'll show you where it is. It was Marcia. So I'm going to click M and scroll down. I'm going to show you right here, Marcia. So when I dug this handle, I was able to identify it was Wallingford, and this is where I ended up eventually. And I was able to match this pattern that you see here to the piece that I dug. Pretty much 99.9% sure that this piece that I dug was a Marcia by Wallingford, and this dates back to 1920, which makes sense for where I was at. The site where I was a farm field that had an old home site on it that dated back to the late 1800s, possibly mid, but definitely late 1800s. So this makes sense for the site, and that's where I found that piece. And then the other piece I found was just a small bit that was sterling silver. It was the end of the handle of something, spoon, fork, or something. And I was able to come to the sterling silver patterns. And again, I had to go through each one of these letters, A through Z, to find this. But I did. I was persistent. Now, some of these pages will have more than one page. If you scroll to the bottom, you will see that there's 1, 2. So this one has 2 pages. So I'm going to have to go to the second page because the piece that I did find that I think this one is Buttercup. And I'll show a picture of this piece too in the video, but the piece I found was basically from right here where you see the flowers here up to here, but now it's in pretty bad shape. But I was able to ID the flowers in part of this curve right here. So I believe that particular piece is going to be the Buttercup by Gorham Silver. So this piece would also make sense for the site I was on. It's $18.99, and I know that site is late 1800s. So this actually makes sense, and I believe that's the sterling piece that I found was the very end of a piece of silverware. And you see here they had a sterling serving spoon that had this pattern on the handle. Unfortunately, I didn't find any other pieces, but it's not going to be my last time in that field, so I'm going to keep looking. Let me go back here. But this is a great site, and it even goes into stainless steel patterns. It doesn't have a ton of them, but there are some here. It also has hollowware, so all of these little miniature furnitures, card cases, other sterling silver pieces. If you ever find anything like that, this could be a very good resource for you. So I wanted to share this with you. And they've also got China on here as well. So really good resource. And go back to the homepage, and there's some really cool stuff on here. Man, if I ever found some of this, I'd be ecstatic. Look at this spoon here. That is just awesome. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and end here, and I hope that you'll go ahead and bookmark this site. They by no means have every manufacturer on here, but it's a good place to look. Start your search. So I hope that you might find that website helpful for you. If you ever dig any silver pieces for silverware out there in the field, you might be able to look those up and date them. So by all means, make sure you check that site out if you got any silver pieces you want to try to identify. And I hope this video was helpful for you. Have a great day, and thanks for watching. As always, get out there swinging, keep digging, and I'll see you on the next video. Thanks for watching.